Hello, YouTube. Hello, Internet land. There's Axel being all crazy. My kids are taking a nap, so he better not have woken them up. But anyway, I come to you with super exciting news. So don't mind all the jet skis in the background. I did get a jet ski, but the other two are not mine. I'm just storing them, switching trailers, yada, yada, yada. So whole other thing, I'm going to have some videos on that coming up. You know, because it's jet ski weather, right? No, it's not. It's cold. So today, the video is for a mini split. So my hope is I'm going to have a climate controlled garage for under $625. So my garage, that's all earth, all concrete, 2.5 walls of concrete, well, 2.25, whatever. That's house. That's outside. The other side is outside. Garage doors are insulated. So all I'm missing is heating and cooling. I've been thinking about doing something like this for a while and researching mini splits. If you're not familiar with what a mini split is, it's a heating and cooling apparatus. This thing, it's upside down. You'll see the actual look of it later. That's the indoor unit. That's the outdoor unit. They connect via cord and line sets for the Freon or the refrigerant. But what they are, they don't have like your traditional heating and cooling for a house would be, you know, like central air, right? You've got your vents on the floor, returns on the walls, whatever. These have no vents. They just basically take the air from the room. The indoor unit is the blower, and it sends the hot or cold air into the room and yada, yada, yada. So they're not for places where you have a bunch of different rooms and kinks and corners and stuff. They're good for open spaces. My garage is a big open space. So I'm super pumped about it. What I'm going to do is share this with you, share where I found the unit, what the unit is, et cetera, et cetera. So today's going to be kind of just an introduction. So my garage is a little bit, it's between 700 and 800 square feet. It's pretty tall. This unit is a 12,000 BTU unit, which I think they're rated for like 600-ish square feet. So the garage is a little bit oversized for the unit, but I'm not looking to keep it heated and cooled all the time. What I want is a little cooler in the summer when I'm out here working and a little warmer in the winter when I'm out here working. So it's not a 100% all the time. It needs to be this temperature, right? So my hope is it will do that. If it doesn't, and it does work well though, I want to put one above the garage because I'm putting a little man space up there and I want it to be heated and cooled. So long term, I want to get another one. If this one doesn't do what it needs to do in the garage, I'm going to put it up there, get a little bit bigger one for the garage. So anyways, that's my thought behind it. The unit itself, I found it on Facebook Marketplace. This guy sells them. I got the unit. Seems like a real legit guy. I got the unit. It's all in Spanish, so I don't know where he got it. He's got a bunch of them. Must be some sort of dealer, right? So anyway, I watched a video on YouTube of how to install. Looks pretty straightforward. I will show you step by step what I do. And hopefully it works, and hopefully I can get a heated and cooled garage for under $625. That's the goal, because I'd looked at other mini splits, and if you have somebody install them, you're looking at $3,000 probably on the minimum. And then if you get like a DIY unit, like a Mr. Cool, you're still looking at a couple $1,000, maybe a little less. So if I can get this installed myself for under $625, that's a huge win in my book. So wanted to share it with y'all, and hopefully it works. We'll see together. Catch you later. Okay. Mini split install update. So that's the mini split. That's the outside unit. There's the 2 line sets. The inside unit's right there. I have drilled a hole in my ceiling up there. That in turn goes up into the attic and out the soffit on the outside of the house where the outside unit will sit. So next task is getting the inside unit mounted on the wall up there. And that is honestly probably going to be the hardest part of it because it's a concrete wall. And so I need to either, I would like to just screw right into the concrete, but I think what I might do is I've got those metal hoodices on there from the forms. I think I might put a wood frame up there and mount it to that wood frame so I don't actually have to drill into the concrete. That I have those materials here. Not saying I couldn't get stuff to put into concrete, but I've got those materials here, so I think I'm just going to do that and go from there. So that way it can be taken completely off the wall if need be. And then that whole fix is super simple. So that's the next step, is to get that frame built out, and I'm going to work on that now. So I'll update you here shortly. Thanks. Okay, so I have made a step of progress. So I got my board mounted up there. I got the mount for the indoor unit up there. I have now started hooking it up. So this is the power wire it comes with. It hooks to the indoor unit right here. I ran it through the back up there. That's where my drain's gonna come out, all that stuff. You have to flop this up. It's kind of a bear to get it pop off there, but once you figure it out, it comes right off. So I am now almost ready to hang it. Yeah, because I'm ready to hang it. I'm gonna figure out if I need to hook up I think I need to wait to hook up the line sets until I get everything placed and then hook them up. So I gotta do a little research on that. But outside of that, indoor unit's ready to hang. The outdoor unit is just gonna sit on a pallet outside, and I'll show you guys that here once it's ready. So yeah, not too bad so far. Okay, so I'm editing this video, and I must have lost the clip, or maybe I just didn't record the clip, but it goes from where you just stopped, if you're watching, to basically a final review of it. So after I got the mount hung on the wall in that last clip, the mount I had pretty much as high as I could go to the ceiling. And I got to thinking about it, and you know, the mini split probably needs some gap above it to the, you know, for airflow, right? So when my final version, I moved the mount down to the next level that I could, and that's where the mini split ends up, as you'll see. But long story short, on mine, I drilled the hole through the ceiling, I mounted that wood mount, and then what I did was I waited to hook up my line set until I had both the outdoor unit and the indoor unit in place. And I did that because the way I routed my stuff, and I don't know what the order of operations is, right? But I did it because when I routed my stuff, the indoor unit had to shoot up. The line set had to shoot up. So initially, I was going to connect the line sets in the attic. That was going to be a pain. So it actually worked out well for me to lower the unit down, the line set into the indoor unit connected in the garage before they went into the ceiling. Then they went into the ceiling through that hole, then kind of draped over through the soffit, and then they connect to the outdoor unit. When I hooked up the line sets, I hooked the outdoor unit up first. And when I did that, I then hooked the indoor unit up first. And when I took the caps off the indoor unit, there was some pressure. Nothing came out, but there was some pressure when I opened the caps up. So that's what that order of operations from that aspect was. When I started the compressor, or when I got everything hooked up, I did a test run, and the video I watched said when you started it up, before you release the refrigerant, which there's 2 caps on the connector to the outside unit where you connect the high and low sides. The bigger one is the low side, I think. The higher one is the smaller one. There's an Allen wrench inside those caps, and you just back them out. I don't have a video of that, but you back those out. I opened up the high side first, which was a smaller line, then the low side, and then it's pressurized the refrigerant through the whole system at that point. But what I read was don't turn or don't release the refrigerant until the compressor kicks on in the unit. So when you install it, you turn it on for a test run, make sure the compressor outside turns on, then release the refrigerant into the system. So that's how I did it. Apologize for losing that clip, but if anybody has any questions, I can try to answer them best I can. But that's how I did mine. Again, I'm not an installer. I watched a video online. It seems to be working okay, so we'll see how it works long term. But now for a final review of what the system turned out like. Okay, final part to the video for the mini split in the garage. So I've got it mounted, everything. It's been running for a few days. I finally got the piping or the line set kind of wrapped in some tape. I got the power cord attached to that, so a little cleaned up a little bit. There's the drain for the condensation. I need to get an outlet up there to plug it in because it's not recommended to use an extension cord. I've been using it just to kind of test it out and monitor how things are working. But long term, you definitely want to plug it straight into an outlet. So I'm going to get that set up. But there it is. Back up a little bit. Got a bunch of stuff I need to clean up, but those are like 13 feet, I think, tall, 12 to 13. So that's a 12,000 BTU, I've said, I believe already. If not, it's 12,000 BTU. My garage is a 3-car, and it has super high ceilings, so that's a little undersized for the space, to be quite honest, because it runs pretty constantly. So, but it'll serve the purpose for what I need. I'm not going to run it all the time. I just want it comfortable out here when I work out here. So that's, for the price, that's what I chose to do, is get a smaller unit that'll work, air quotes. But that's the inside of it. I'll show you the outside and then we'll wrap the video up. Okay, so this is the outside unit. I've been checking it. I don't have any leaks there, which is awesome. So that's the line sets. I'm gonna leave them there for now. They go up into the attic and then down through the ceiling, as you saw earlier in the video. I've got it sitting on a pallet right now. I'm gonna get a more permanent mounting solution, but for now that's what I've got, so that's what it's going to be. Probably not going to do anything else to the outside except maybe put some screws in there that I keep forgetting to get. So that's pretty much it. The install went pretty easy. We'll see how it works long term. I'll come back with a review in a few months, maybe after the winter's over, and kind of let you know how it did. But outside of that, here we are. So appreciate you watching. Have a great day.